Hello, 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 and welcome back to A Little Birdie Told You. I'm your host, Kristen Knight.
And I'm your host, Kelly Knight.
And I'm going to ask each and every one of you a question again. And we know we love Kristen's questions, right? What if? Now, bear with me when I say this, because I'm asking you a question, what if? Think about something in your life right now, and you're questioning what if? What if this leads to this? Or what if I just talk to this person? Or what if this time in my life is going to direct me this way? Or what if I just submit that application? Or what if I just join this club? Or what if I just become friends with this person, talk to this person, go to this place, go to that place? What if? And I want to tell you why the what if should just completely dissipate and why you should just do it.
Yeah, to be honest, I think you only live once. I mean, don't go doing anything crazy, but if there's something that you've had a dream or just something in general, a gut feeling to do or talk to someone, I think you should just do it because you only really live once and you can't go back and change anything. Mm-hmm. So it's okay, well, you're not going to be looking back and being oh, I shouldn't have done that. You're going to be wishing you did do that.
Mm-hmm. And I think the primary reason why none of us do the things that we want to, and we say, well, what if I just did that?
Because you question it.
Yeah, you question it and you let fear paralyze you.
Mm-hmm.
You're paralyzed by this fear that, okay, if I do this, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone right now. Mm-hmm. You're becoming so comfortable with your surroundings that if you step into this reality of doing the thing you always desired, mm-hmm. or talking to the person you always desired to, or beginning this journey of something you've always desired, you're fearful of the outcome, mm-hmm. of it not going your way, of other people judge you, what other people have to say, their perception. Well, listen to me. If you have a feeling to do something, that feeling's not just there for any sort of reason. It's mm-hmm. there for you to test it. Test that feeling. One day you're going to look back regardless and say, well, what if I did that? What could have happened? Don't ask yourself, what if? Just do it. Just mm-hmm. simply do it. You know, if you want to completely go into 2025 or whatever year it is when you're watching this, and you want to completely transform your life, you say, well, I don't want to be this person anymore. I don't want to be this person that does X, Y, and Z. I want to be this person. I want to become more social, or maybe I don't want to be social. Maybe I want to step back from the socialness of reality, and maybe I want to invest more in myself. Maybe I want to start reading. Maybe I want to do, I know a lot of you know 75 hard, or whatever you guys do, 75 soft, all those different things. Maybe you want to invest in that. Maybe you want to start some daily habits that are going to motivate you, but you're scared if you do it. Okay, maybe you don't mm-hmm. feel that you're going to be able to do it. Or maybe you want to talk to this one person that you've always desired in talking to. Maybe there's this one person that you've always said, hey, I really want to talk to them. I really love their energy. I love who they are, but I'm scared if I talk to them, they're going to reject me. Maybe there's somebody you really like. Maybe there's a person that you kind of have a liking towards and you've mm-hmm. always wanted to talk to them. And you're like, well, if I do it, there's a chance they might reject me. There's a chance that they might never want to talk to me again. Just do it. Let me tell you something. If you just do it, you're never going to know the possibility of the mm-hmm. outcome. Sometimes the things that we think are out of our league or the things that are unable to reach that actually are attainable, you can if you just try.
Because honestly, question yourself this. What if they do want to talk to you mm-hmm. too? What if they do like you back? And you're just sitting there questioning and overthinking the whole time oh, what if they don't? Think of what if they do? Or what if this does end up happening in a good way? Just question it a good way, not a negative way. Look at the positives of things.
And the only way you'll ever know is if you just take a step forward. Mm-hmm. Don't take a step back and hide from the light. Take a step forward and say, I'm just going to take the chance. Mm-hmm. You won't know unless you take the chance. If you don't take the chance, you'll never know anything. But if you do it, at least you'll know. And say that something bad does come out of something. Let's take it to a more negative approach, okay, everybody? Say that something bad does come out of something. Well, at least you know now that you're aligning yourself with something better. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you wanted to do something, it didn't work out. Say you did submit an application somewhere. I know some of us have done some things like that. Say you submit an application somewhere. Doesn't go your way. You don't get accepted. Well, now there's going to be opportunities and other doors that are going to open for mm-hmm. you, leading to what you need to do, to what you're meant to be led to, not to these things that you're sitting here daydreaming about, the things that are actually going to lead you to the things that you need to do. Mm-hmm. Opening doors of opportunity. Say that person just broke up with you. You think you're going through the hardest portion of your life right now, and you're like, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to cope with this? How am I going to deal with this? Maybe you feel alone. Maybe you mm-hmm. feel like you have absolutely no one right now. and you're alone and you have no friends, you don't have a significant other, you feel like nobody understands you and you're always alone, well, guess what? Maybe this hardest portion of your life is going to lead you to the greatest version of your life, the greatest version of you overcoming all these obstacles, all these challenges, because one day you're going to look back and say, I overcame that and I can overcome anything. So don't look at your life right now if it's bad. Say, okay, I'm going to overcome this. So one day I can look back at this and say that I made it through. I did everything. What if all of this is here for a reason? What if all this pain is meant for me to gain out of this? That's what you should be asking yourself when I say what if.
There's something I heard before. I think it was something like maybe the things or like the lessons, maybe like, I don't even know, problems you're going through in life right now. Just remember they're not permanent and it's not like the destination God's has you at right now. Like, just remember that like things do get better. Like things really do get better.
And remember that there's always a rainbow after the rain. You're going to go through some heartache. You're going to go through some pain in your life. There's going to be times where you feel alone. There is. And there's going to be times where things really hurt. You might be at that darkest point in your life right now, but I'm here to tell you what you need to hear, and everything's going to be all right. And I know that's the most cliche thing that anyone can say, but don't look at it as I'm going to go downhill from here. Look at it as, you know what? I'm going to have this be my story. What if this is my story? What if this is meant to teach other people the things that they go through, the hurt, the pain? What if all of this is to teach other people that it's going to be okay at the end? They can get through it. Look at it that way. Don't look at it as, oh, it's ruining me. I'm going downhill. I'm never going to do anything. I'm not going to improve myself. Improve yourself. Grow to improve yourself. What if all of this is happening for a reason?
I mean, I think everything does happen for a reason. I mean, I think everybody should follow by that. But another thing is, whatever like God in your life gives you, right? If you get something, that's God's like, direction. But if you don't get it, then that's God's protection.
And it's you're redirecting yourself. If things don't happen how you want them to, you're going to get redirected. And if you feel a calling to do something, just do it. Stop saying what if. Well, what if? We don't need to say what if. We just need to do it. Stop being fearful of it. And you know what? You're going to be uncomfortable when you try something new.
Everybody will. I mean, stepping out of your comfort zone in general is going to be like uncomfortable. But if it's for the right thing, then you're going to be like, okay, like I feel better about this.
And it's going to be tough. It's going to be, okay, well, I've never done this before. Or maybe, okay, people are judging me. I feel a little uncomfortable saying this or doing this.
People are going to judge you no matter what you're doing in life, especially if you're doing good. Like they say, a Lamborghini only has 2 seats for a reason.
That's funny. But it's the truth. So no matter what you do in life, people are going to criticize it regardless. It doesn't matter. If you don't do it, if you do it. If you don't do it, they're going to say, oh, well, you don't reach your goals. But if you do, then they're going to say, well, you work too hard on your goals. It doesn't matter.
Another thing I like to always like remember and just think in general, you're living for you. You're not living for others. If those people, imagine if you would have never met those people. You know what I'm saying? Their opinion would never matter at the end of the day. Like, they wouldn't be stopping you from doing the things that you want to do in life and accomplishments. Like, in general, like, just do it. It's your life. You don't know how long you're going to last in this life. Just live it.
Another viewpoint I would like to discuss when talking about the what if is a lot of us like to reflect on our past and say, well, what if I never met this person? What if I never did that? Let me give you a perspective. If you never did that, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. And maybe the person you are today, you're not very proud of. But let me tell you, you have time to reshape who you are. No matter what stage in life you are, no matter how old you are, you have time to pick yourself up and try to transform things. Sometimes some things are not going to be in your control. You might not be able to control external factors of maybe what other people can control about your life and their decisions. But you do have the power to do certain things. You have the power to get up and make choices for yourself. And that's the only way you're going to know when things are good for you or bad for you is if you make the choice. We have 2 choices when we wake up. You can either stay in bed and scroll through social media and compare yourself to other people, or you can get up and begin your day and focus on yourself. You have 2 choices. Those choices are going to dictate what path you go on in the what ifs. Well, what if you didn't stay in bed that morning and scroll through social media? What if you decided one day to get up and focus on yourself? You know, you continue that habit for a couple months, you might see a drastic difference in yourself. A drastic difference that's going to shape your life and change the way you see things and see yourself. You might not compare yourself to other people anymore. Maybe that's what's making you depressed. Maybe you compare yourself. Well, what if you didn't do that? What if you started focusing on yourself and the qualities that you have that make you a great person that you are? What if you just took a little bit more time to do that? What if you took a little less time from your friends that talk bad about you and say, well, let me take all that energy and push it away and take that time and focus on me and focus on the good things about me? What if you just ignored people's opinions about yourself and the fear that's inside of you and just said, okay, well, I'm fearful that this is going to happen, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. You know, I want to do this. I'm going to go for it. What's something you want to do right now that you're just fearful of? Just do it. Just do it and test the outcome. Stop letting fear control you and control yourself. Fear is just an emotion. Don't let your emotion control you. It's an emotion we all have, and most of the time it's because other people project that fear onto us.
Yeah, it is more just like in general, it's like, you know, like the saying faith over fear. Like in general, I think a lot of the fear comes from other people's opinions and what you think, how other people are going to look at you if you do or you say something. When in general, even about insecurities too, like you could be sitting in a room and you could be like really insecure about yourself and be like, oh, I'm insecure about this and that. Those people do not see that. Those people probably honestly do not care, and they're not really focused on it. I'm not saying they don't care about you, but they're not focused on it. They're probably focused on themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like,
and stop allowing your mind to digest other people's opinions and focusing on them. Like you said, people don't focus on you.
Your opinion about yourself is what matters most. If you're looking in the mirror and you feel like, okay, I am not, you know, I don't feel like I'm accomplishing enough, like in a day or just like in general, start working on yourself more. Take more time for yourself and not always for your friends. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, that sounds dumb, because I love being around people. I love being around people. But in general, if you're not somebody that just like gives yourself enough time and puts more energy into yourself, do you see other people like putting that much energy into you? Because if you don't see that, you shouldn't always put all of your energy into other people though, because it should be into yourself. You should be loving yourself and like taking care of yourself. And if you don't feel that, then you need to step back from everyone.
And let me tell you something. That desire that you have in you, is anyone else going to do it for you?
No.
No, absolutely not. No one's going to do it for you. If you say, I have this dream to accomplish this. I don't know what your dream is, but you know what I'm saying when I say this. You have a dream about something. No one else is going to do that for you. No one else is going to look at you when you're laying in bed in the morning and say, get off your phone. No one else is going to say that. You know what? Get off your phone and go do something for yourself. You deserve it. Someone might, but you can't expect people to do that for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to say, I'm going to do this. And I'm not going to say what if. I'm just going to do it.
And maybe you're questioning if you make a decision to do something in life and you feel like you're not going to have like a lot of friends around, or just your friends aren't going to like, you know, like be there for you if you like make this decision. They're not real friends, because your real friends are going to stick around no matter what you choose. And because if you're sticking around for them, for the decisions they choose, and they're not a real friend.
And success is a lonely path.
Yeah.
Doing well for yourself and learning to value yourself can be lonely, because a lot of people aren't going to see that, and a lot of people might not be at that same wavelength as you and aligning with you. And that's why I'm telling you to do the things that call you, because that's you aligning with your higher purpose. If that person's removed from your life and you say, well, why did this happen to me? What if they just stayed in my life? My life would be better. Well, actually, what if your life was worse if they were still here? Maybe you're removing certain things from your life. Maybe God or the universe is removing certain things from your life to align you to your path, to align you to your destiny, to align you to the things that are meant for you, the things for your higher good and your self-improvement and the better version of yourself. What if that calling that you have is to lead you to that better version of yourself? You might not realize it, but maybe it is.